Hello YouTube. It is that time again when I only start posting up Fabled builds. Yeah, awesome. I love this deck type. It's really fun. It's good. I don't know what else is there to say. So we got the infamous Morphing Jar. Yeah, gotta run it. It's a great card. Sangan searches out half the deck, more than half the deck. And, I don't know, just a great card too. Gives you access to more synchros. You've got Snipe Hunter. Two of them, actually. Two Snipe Hunters. Pluses all over the place. Kill their stuff while special summoning your stuff. It seems pretty good. Two Doppel Warriors. You can use them with the Fableds because they're special summoned from the grave. Not from your hand. And it just gets rid of another card in your hand. It puts it on the field, gives you more options. You can make Raging with it. I don't know, a whole bunch of stuff. Tricky, two of them. They're good for pitching Fableds from your hand, and it's a big guy. It also gives you access to Arcanite Magician and Tempest Magician. Alright, so these are the Fabled guys. We got 3 Ganeshas. 3 of them, yeah. You need to run 3. Easy as that. 3 Cerberals. You also need to run 3 of these. It's such a good card. You can probably splash it into almost any deck right now. We've got 3 Grimrows. It's in-theme reinforcement of the army. Why wouldn't you run it? Alright. Then we got 3 Crews. It makes for a really good late game top deck. Just makes crazy plays. You don't like to really open with them though, unless you have a way of getting rid of them late. Which is difficult often because you won't have a hand in late game. And then we've got double Chawa. And Chawa is really good because it's searchable by Grimro. And it's a level 1 tuner. So that means you can make Raging with all the level 4 guys. You can make any amount of synchros because he's level 1. And we've got Catsith, who's also a level 1 tuner, but not nearly as good. It's just teched in there in case I need to get rid of a Sheehan or something. I can search it out with Grimro and then pitch it for something and get rid of the Sheehan. Or make him chain Megatama or something, I don't know. Yeah. We've got 1 Kashano. Do you like that guy in the grave? I'd usually search him out with a with a Grimro if I've already established control. He just makes the deck get pluses even more quickly. But only 1 of them. I'm thinking of 2, maybe. Alright, so we got the Spells and Traps. We got a Book of Moon, of course. Trunade, of course. Dark Hole, of course. Double MST, of course. And Monster Reborn, of course. Alright, those are all the staple guys. So we've got 2 Pot of Avarice, right? It just adds a little more speed to the deck. You really cycle through everything pretty quickly. The only thing you have to be careful of is putting back the cards that you would have wanted to get back with your Leviathan. So yeah, use that with caution. Then you've got Reinforcement of the Army to grab your Doppel Warriors. Just thins out the deck by 1 more card. Monster Reincarnation. Pretty cool. You can discard a Cerebral to get back a Grimro, search for something, summon it, make a Raging. I don't know, any number of combos. It's a really good card in this deck. Then we've got Card Destruction, of course. It's really, really good right now. If your opponent is a Samurai player and he's searching out all his stuff, or if he's an X-Saber and he's searching out all of his stuff, but doesn't play it that turn, you've got Card Destruction. Well, all that searching just went to absolute no gain. It's really good. You can use it as an offensive card or as a defensive card, and it makes you discard all your Fableds from your hand, which is what you want. Alright, so then we've got the traps, we've got a Solemn Judgment, 2 Solemn Warnings, of course. Anyone who's not playing this lineup right here, you're probably not going to win many games, unless it's a deck that can support not playing those. And you've got a Torrential and a Mirror Force, just a couple more defensive cards. This is probably the pretty basic trap lineup. A lot of people are doing this. Alright, so that's for the main deck. And I also want to show the extra deck too, because it's just as difficult as the main deck to piece together, because there's so many options that you can have. Alright, so I like Fabled Valkyries. It just can finish off some loops. You get a big 29 beater on your field that can run over anything pretty much. And its effect to discard a Fiend, specifically a Fiend, from your hand to draw one is pretty good. You're running Snipe Hunter, that's a Fiend. You're running Sandgin, that's a Fiend, if it comes down to it. However, you're also running Cruise, right? So then you can use Cruise's effect and draw one card. So just a little instant +1. And then you can make this guy if you activate Cruise's effect to get back a Cerebral. And Leviathan is really good. If it's destroyed by any means, then you get to add 3 Fableds from your graveyard to your hand. And then basically just go off looping all over the place. Alright, so we got 1 Unicorn. This is a crazy card. It's really difficult to play, and it's really difficult to play against. You have to plan ahead of how many cards your opponent will have in their hand during their turn. Using it on your turn isn't nearly as hard. Yeah. It's a really good card, though. Stops Dark Soul, stops Ember's Blade, stops Kageki, or stops, I don't even know what else. So much good stuff. I've got 1 Ragin, 2 Ragin. There we go. You only need 2. It's a really good card, but you've got the Avarices to recycle them. Draw 2 cards. Pretty straightforward. You want to run it. Alright. We've got Ancient Sacred Wyvern. All of them are light type, so it's really easy to make this guy. And he can be an OTK in himself. If you put 3,000 on the board on this guy also, then if both of the attacks go through, then you win. Alright. And then these 2 guys you can make with the Tricky. So we've got Tempest Magician. I like it because it's got a little burn. If you need to, you can just burn your opponent's life points out and win that way. And it also discards cards from your hand, which is very good. We've got Arcanite Magician, because Arcanite Magician. And we've got Formula Synchron, because I'm using the Doppel Warriors, and I've got Chawas, so you can make it. Alright, and then pretty much the last 6 are basic, right? We've got Canister, Mistworm, soon to be Trishula. I don't have one yet. Oh well. Stardust, Scrap Dragon, Black Rose, and Brionac. Brionac is really good in this deck. You can even do a cute little loop. And I don't want to promote it, but you can stall. Like an illegal move, right? So you can, if your opponent doesn't notice it at first, then you can just keep on like bouncing your Cruise, your Cerebral back to your hand by discarding one. Then it just makes a little loop. It's kind of cute. But there isn't much other use besides that. It discards cards, however, from your hand, and that's the major use right there. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I don't think I'm really going to show you my side deck because that would take the video too long. But mainly, the main idea here is to side Veilers. They're going to be really good against the new stuff that's coming out. That is Psychics, right? These guys. Yeah. Whoa, shit. Psychics. to get a whole bunch of those. They're going to be real good. Alright, that's it, YouTube. See you later.